for the certified admin, and also if you want to do the certification as well, so I will guide you for to try that as well. So here our main agenda, we will do the introduction. What is Splunk? What is Splunk as a analytic drive as a theme, because we will focus on the theme. Okay, so for the Splunk and framework of the Splunk Enterprise Security. Okay, there is some slide which is coming, which will show some frameworks as well. Use cases enabled by the framework, and what are the use cases? Okay, how we will build that use cases as a for the security, and there is some certification track as well. And if you have any questions, so you can ask at the end of the session. Splunk is a company. Okay, before it was as a company. Its main headquarters is in the San Francisco, London, and Hong Kong. Okay, the product of the Splunk. Okay, we have different type of products in the Splunk. Okay, which we call Splunk Enterprise Security Enterprise. Okay, and Splunk Cloud, Splunk Lights, and Premium Solution as well. Okay, some of them is free, and some of them is a license required for that. You need to purchase the license for that for some of the product. And the customer of the Splunk, there is a Splunk is throughout the world. Okay, so it has more than 14,000 customers. Okay, across the 110 countries. Okay, and Splunk can be deployed from small organization to the large organization. Okay, and the license also, it has the license more than 1 petabyte per day. Okay, because it's working. 1 minute. It can work. Okay, as a sorry. The license you can let's minimize. There's some screen is coming. Okay. Before Splunk was individual company, but now Cisco basically acquired the Splunk. Okay, so now we can call Splunk as a Cisco company. Okay, and this was happened just in this year. Okay, 2024. What does Splunk do? Okay, Splunk turn machine data into answers. Okay, this is the small definition which I can explain here. Okay, and something more I will brief. Okay, like for example, if you have data, okay, and one data, okay, and there is different people. Okay, so different people can ask different type of question. Okay, of the same data. Okay, like for example, there is a data. Okay, there is the cloud data, there is a user data, there is a server data, there is security, network, mobile databases. Okay, so any person in the company, in the business can ask, okay, different type of questions, okay, for that data. Okay, some of them are using, for example, for the security, some of them are using for the business analytics. Okay, some of them are using for the marketing, some of them using for the sales. Okay, so it depends on the data, that what type of data you have, and you can basically play with the data as you want. Okay, with your data, so it can be done across the any platform. Okay, so here we can say turning machine data into business values, like how, what type of machine data we have. Like for example, we have the data in the cloud, we have data in the in premises, we have public cloud, private cloud. Okay, there is some data type of products we have in the infrastructure. We have databases, we have server, we have online shopping, smartphone, web services, network, firewalls. These are the common technology which everyone knows about these. Okay, so some of the companies, okay, they are using in premises, some of them using from the cloud. Okay, some of them have the applications. Okay, so the Splunk, what Splunk can do, Splunk make machine data accessible, usable, and valuable to everyone. Okay, and it can be used for the application delivery, IT operations, security, compliance, and frauds. Okay, in our classes, we will focus on the security, compliance, and frauds. Okay, because with Splunk we are using as a security product, as a SIM solution. Okay, we are not using the here as application delivery or the IT operations. Okay, I will explain that what is the IT operation for the business analytics. Okay, and for the industrial data. the Internet of Things. Okay, we can also use this for the IoT. Uh, so we can use this there as well. What is the power of Splunk? Okay, so you can collect data from anywhere, any type of data source you have, you can collect the data, okay, through Splunk from that sources, and you can search any type of data anytime, okay, and analyze the data, okay, anytime, okay, in the Splunk, and it will give you the result, okay, just like whenever you search in the Google, okay, like for example, any type thing you search, okay, in the Google, and it will give you the result, okay, just in 1 minute, okay, and millisecond. And any type of, you just put anything, okay, you can just put for example Splunk, and it will give you any type of result, just like in the Splunk as well. You can put anything in the search and it will give you the data about that search. Gain real time operational intelligence, okay, like for example, if you want to monitor any type of data in the real time, okay, so it will give you the alerts, it will give you the notification. I will explain this in the coming slide that how it will work. Why we use the Splunk? The first thing, first fast time to value, because there are many product in the market, okay, some them claim, okay, that we are the best, okay, but when you go to search something, it take time, okay. So if there is some incident or anything happen, okay, and business requirement urgent, okay, so you need the fast as well. So fast time to value. One platform for multiple use cases, okay, it has one platform and you can build multiple use cases, okay. The use cases I will explain and the coming lecture as well. So, okay, that what is the use cases, okay, and how we can work on this. Visible across track, not just sellouts, okay. It's visible across all the platform. Ask any type of question from the Splunk, it will give you the answer, okay, in the form of data. Any data, any source or deployment model, okay. There is multiple deployment model we have, okay, in architect level. So we will also explain this later on. Splunk security portfolio, okay, because we are mainly focusing SIEM as a Splunk security portfolio, okay. There are many product of the Splunk, okay. Like for the analytics, we are using Splunk user behavior analytics, okay. This is the dedicated product for the Splunk UBA, Splunk Phantom, which is used as a SOAR, okay. This is used for the playbooks. Splunk Enterprise Security, this is also used as a SIEM solution, Splunk Enterprise Security, and it's not free, it's a licensed version, so you need to purchase license for that, okay. And recently the version Splunk is using 7.0 version, okay, for the enterprise security they are using, and the Splunk core enterprise they are using 9.2.2 version, okay, the latest version. If my Zoom expire, okay, I will create another session because I think it will take time, no problem. Okay, there is, we have Splunk base as well. Okay, where there are more than 1300 applications available there. Okay, for different products. Okay, so you for the integration, for the data normalization. Okay, for the dashboards, or if you want to parse the data. Okay, there is TS and application add-ons as well. Okay, they're in the Splunk base, okay, and it will also give you some guidance as well there, okay, more advanced level, so you can download different type of apps from there as well, okay. The Splunk base, it's just like you, like for example, you know, if you go to the Play Store, you download application, okay. If you go to the iCloud, okay, you can download any type of, the application. So Splunk has also their own repository. Like for example, if you have some Windows systems and you want to integrate it with the Splunk, you onboard the data, but that data you cannot read, okay, in the proper way, because it's in the XML form, okay. It's very impossible for you to format, okay, transform that data, and it take time. So Splunk research team, okay, Splunk team already built some of the the built-in applications for that to transform that data for you, and also there is some many dashboards also available there for them. Splunk security portfolio, like Splunk Enterprise Security, we can investigate the data, we can monitor the data, we can analyze the data, and we can act on the data, okay. Like in level 1, you can investigate forensic hunting, And level 2 you can use for the security and compliance monitoring. Level 3 you can use the IR, incident response, risk and security, situational awareness. Okay, and for the level 4, like for the act, you can say SOC automation and orchestration you can do. Okay, so you can work from reactive to proactive. Operational security must change. Okay, legacy seem not optimized for today's security operation, because before there was some legacy SIEM solution, okay, and the IT was very traditional, okay, but now the IT becoming more and more advanced, okay, becoming automation, more security tools are coming, okay, the cloud is there, okay, in infrastructure, okay, so we need to work as a proactive level, okay, and also we need to change the methodology of our work as well, okay, with the same solution, okay. So this is the sum of the legacy SIEM solution, okay, like for example limited security data types, okay, before we have an ability to effectively ingest the data, like for example you have some customized application, okay, maybe, and it will not support by SIEM solution before. Okay. And they say, okay, we just monitoring, or we just, capable to monitor your operating system logs, okay, or just, the network logs. We are not responsible for the application log. Okay. So this is, this is before the legacy. Okay. But right now, everything is possible in this Splunk. Okay. Slow investigation as well. Okay. And stability and scalability. End of life person 10 roadmap. Okay. Closed ecosystem. There are many systems, okay, which are close, and their ecosystem, okay, which is using the IoTs as well, okay, and flexible deployment optimization, okay, like before in the legacy when you deploy some solution, okay, it was not flexible that you can upgrade or you can do some optimize, okay, and you change with the time, okay, that solution, okay, so that's why it become obsolete. Splunk as you as a theme, okay, fully optimization for the modern security operations, okay, all security related data quickly ingest the data at massive scales, fast, flexible investigation, petabyte scale. Okay, Splunk also used, for the big data. Okay, because it has the capability to ingest unlimited data. Okay, and every day we have increasing in volume of the data day by day. Okay, so this is the big data platform as well. Okay, for the data. And before, the companies have very limited data, but right now every company has a very large and massive data, and every day they are growing their infrastructure, their application level, and their product level. Okay, portfolio including SIEM, UBA, SOAR, Splunk have ecosystems within 850 partner integrations. Okay, there is available, it can capability the to ingest the data from the from the ecosystem. Okay, within more than 850, there is different platform. You can deploy it in the cloud, you can deploy it in the hybrid, and you can deploy it in the in premises as well. Okay, Splunk has the capability. You can deploy it anywhere. Splunk Enterprise Security addresses security operation challenges like monitoring, detect, and response. Okay, which I explained before. Okay, so it has the capability. Uh, we will also do some hands-on lab experience as well. Okay, in our classes, in the coming classes. Okay, and I will build a test lab for you and my laptop also as well. And also I will ask you to create your own test lab environment on your machines as well. Okay, and also there is many test labs is available. Okay, online. Okay, for the Splunk as well, where you can test your data in that labs as well. What is Splunk Enterprise Security? Okay, so I will explain just a little bit more, because this is the same product. Okay, for the security operations. So I will talk about Splunk Enterprise Security, and every company using this same solution, okay, and Splunk Enterprise Security application, okay, because this is the core application, okay, for the security. So it is very demanding, okay, and it has a very good quality, okay, to do the investigation, okay, of the security data. So it has notable event. We have asset and identities. We have risk analysis, threat intelligence, use case library, and adaptive response. Okay, I will explain just small. Okay, one by one. Okay, to you. And this can be deployed on Splunk Enterprise Security on premises and cloud, and also in the operation technologies as well. Okay, there is, some of the methodology. You can ingest the data through forwarder using the syslog, through mobile IoT device, network data wire, Hadoop, relational databases. Okay, from the database you can ingest the data. Through forwarder you can collect the data. Through syslog you can forward the data, and there is some also some network wire data. Okay, through streams. Okay, you can collect the data into the Splunk. So the notables. Okay, workflow from the stream incident management. So streamline incident management, consolidated incident management allow effectively life cycle management of the security incident, make rapid decision, and redefine security management. Okay, whenever you build your use case, okay, and whenever it match any type of detection, so it will generate a notable event for you. Okay, in the incident management, in response enterprise security. Okay, so the SOC team continuously monitoring, this incident management dashboard every time continuously. Okay, so anything happens, so it will generate an alert for you. Okay, as a notable event. This is the incident review dashboard. Okay, where you can see okay, some notables. Okay, there are critical, high, medium, low, and informational as well. Okay, it give you some information. Okay, that what type of it is the notable. Okay, and based on that you basically do some monitoring. When you monitor and it detect, then you need to investigate and you need to respond on that. Okay, so this is, the incident review dashboard. So here you can see the time of the incident, the security domain, the network, endpoint, access, and it's showing the title. It is the vulnerability scanner detected, host sending massive emails, excessive login failed. Okay, the urgency is showing to you critical high. The status showing new, you can say in progress, close, whatever the owner. Initially, whenever the notable events come into this plan, so it is unassigned by default. So you can assign to any SOC analyst. Okay, so he can work on that, and different level like level 1, level 2, level 3, you can assign to each one by one. Okay, and then you can close the incident as well by after completing your investigation. This is when you can basically, drill down the any notable. So it will give you, like for example, the source IP, the category, the city, from which city, the source IP, destination IP, late, long, whatever the information you have in the data. So it will present you here in the notable. Okay, and you can customize that. You can add more fields as well. Okay, here executing event also you can see. Okay, action are available. Okay, for the all incident. Okay, like for example, you can add to the investigation, you can create new notable. Okay, build event type, field extraction, share the notable, suppress or show the sources, whatever you want to do, you can do with it. Assets and identity. So what is assets and identity? Every company, okay, they have asset and identity. Asset, we say, for the servers, okay, for the network devices, okay, for the applications, okay, all these information, okay, we call this as a asset. And identity, we can say this is, the entity or the people, okay, who are interacting, okay, with these products. Okay, so these we call as entity. Okay, so we also, update, okay, and integrate, okay, the asset and identity through Active Directory with the Splunk, okay, to enrich the data. Like for example, if you have an application, and that application actually, you just receiving the host name, okay, through the logs. Okay, and the application name is, for example, web services, but you don't know these are the web services. Okay, the host name. Okay, but you don't know the owner, you don't know the source IP, you don't know, for example, in which city is belong, what is the category. Okay, so you can put many information on those asset list. Okay, so you can enrich your data and it will showing into your logs. Okay, so you can easily track those assets as well. And the same identity, like for example, if you have user, and if you know, if you are investigating that, okay, and you don't know who is the manager and from which team is he is belonging to, so all these information, okay, you can get through the asset and identity, and that will enrich the data inside this plan. So this is the representative list of, the asset identity through Active Directory to CMDB, LDAP, Cisco, many products is available, okay, for the asset and identities. Okay, these are the list of the assets and identities. What is the risk analysis? The risk framework, it also basically, expose the risk factor to the analyst, okay, rationalize and analyze behavior and relationship across all the data investigate risk factor to anticipate threat and prevent future threat, okay, prioritize, decide to risk, okay. So, like for example, if you have any application, if you have any server, okay, so Splunk can also basically assign the risk score, okay, based on the risk frame as well, okay. And we have also the RB as well, risk-based analysis analytics, okay, they are in the Splunk enterprise security. So it's basically assign the score as well there, okay. So based on that, you can investigate that asset and identity as well. Threat intelligence. Many companies, okay, they deploy, some third-party tools, okay, for threat intelligence, like for example, anomaly recorded features, okay, for the threat intelligence speed, okay. Splunk also have some built-in threat intelligence speed framework inside Splunk, so it will download the threat feeds, okay, uh, in the Splunk, and it will enrich your data if you have any type of, threat intelligence speed. If it compares, it will give you the alerts, and it will basically give you the more detail about that, threat feeds as well. Like for example, for the emails, okay, for the multiple sources, and for the hashes, for the files, okay, for the uh, process name, for the services, for the registry, for the certificate users, okay, which are, which is a threat for the company, okay. So Splunk has also built in, these features as well available, so it can give you alert as well, okay, for that in the notable, and you need to enable that, okay, from the Splunk enterprise security, and then you can search and you can investigate. These are different type of, threat intel supported by the Splunk, like certificate intel, email, file, HTTP, IP, process, registry, services, and users. Use case library. This is very, great tool, okay, from the Splunk, okay. There is many use cases built in available there, and the use case library. And if, for example, you have data for the AWS and you don't know what use cases should I build for that data, so there is predefined built-in use case library. You can just search that and you can install, and you can enable that type of use cases, and you can also modify that use cases based on your requirement for any type. Like for example, AWS, like for example, you want to monitor anything from there, so you can do that. Adaptive response. Whenever you get any data, you can make some alert for them. You can do some correlation for them, and you can make any type of response on that, okay, on the data. So it will give you the result on the spot. Splunk is a security nerve system in every company nowadays in the modern technologies, because every company has the network, web proxy firewalls, web, cloud, identity and asset endpoint, mobile, each and everything, they are connected with the Splunk nowadays. Okay, so it's working as a nerve system in the company. Okay, and it's very crucial and important, okay, for the security operations as well, okay. And every company, this is, from the company, okay, it is mandatory that they have the. There is, the first certification, Splunk Core Certified User, Splunk Core Power User, Splunk Certified Admin, Splunk Architect, and Splunk Core Certified Consultation, and Splunk Core Certified Developer, then Enterprise Security Certified Admin, and ITSI, okay, and then advanced power user. Many certifications are available. And if you want to go for any certification, you have to follow the track, okay, for that. Like for example, if you go for the core certified user, then you have the skill for the performance searching, use fields and lookups, create alerts, basic reports and dashboards, okay, and related for Splunk Enterprise and cloud. So uh, it can be you need to have a hands-on on these skills, okay. And like for example, for the power user, also you need to understand the SPL and knowledge objects, actions, workload, data model, use case, field areas, calculated fields, and macros and data normalization. So all these you can go one by one, uh, and you need to follow the track for the Splunk certifications. Okay, if you don't follow the track, so you will not eligible. Like for example, if you say that I need to just go for the Splunk architect directly, you cannot go, because these are the prerequisites. You must have a Splunk core certified power user, and you must have the Splunk certified admin for that. This is, also Splunk have the community, okay. There is, 1300 plus applications available in the Splunk base, okay. And there is also Splunk Answers website also available there, where you can ask any type of question, you can get any type of response there, okay. There is some local user groups, okay, and Splunk events as well, okay. There is available different type of communities Splunk have, so you can also join that. And that's all from my side. This was just as a demo for the Splunk. And if you have any questions, so you can ask the question. And I will stop the recording and I will just waiting for your questions. So thank you, everyone. You can ask any question. Thank you.